Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm Tiffany and we got another Halloween one for you. I am gonna let you guys know that the gal that was supposed to contact me for the calendars hasn't done it yet. So if anybody knows who Mira Rogue is, or if she's watching, make sure you contact me with my email down in the description box if I can talk. Otherwise, I'm going to draw another name next week. But let's get into those DIYs. DIY number 1. So this, guys, I picked up at the Dollar Tree Plus for $3. This one took me a little while to do. But I wanted some cute sayings, so I went on beforehand and I printed out 3 sayings from my computer, or from my phone, for my Cricut. And I just kind of played around trying to find something that I thought would be cute for a grave. Not really cute, okay? Creepy for a grave. There we go. We're on creepy mode. So this one says, "Don't make deals with the devil." I did make it a little bit big with the border, so I just trimmed off the sides of it. Can't even tell. And this one says, "Your time will come." I thought it would be kind of interesting to have that on a grave site, so. So when I was kind of having problems with it sticking to the thing again, so. But I eventually get it. And this one says, "Come on in and rest your bones." I probably could have cut more of this out, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. Anyway, after I get all of these transfers down, I painted them. It's called Pavement from Apple Barrel. Oh, I waited to paint them until after I got the transfers on, because sometimes the transfers don't like to stick to paint, and I wanted to make sure that I got them all stuck down and looking good. And I kind of wanted to discolor the look or the words and the looks of the words some too, because I wanted this to look really old, like it's been aging for years. So it's kind of the reason why I waited. I did have some troubles getting the paint. Well, not necessarily the paint, but I don't know. After I colored them up, I do kind of try to lighten it a little bit to try to bring back a little bit more of that color of the words so you can actually read them. And that's kind of where I had problems with, but I knew I was kind of probably going to have problems with that. So it's going to be kind of hard for you guys to read them probably after the fact. But I know I can read them in real time or whatever, so just warning you guys now. I show you what I did to one of them, and then I continue on the rest of them without showing you. So I painted it in that pavement color, and then I grab a little sponge with some ivory chalk paint, and I'm just kind of dabbling on to try to get some more of kind of like the stone look. That's kind of the look I'm going for, is the stone look. So, and here I am, you can kind of see me going in with the baby wipe and trying to wipe off that color and stuff around it. I am trying to blend in some of the white as well. So then I grab my paintbrush that I used with the pavement, and I'm kind of just going over top, kind of just trying to blend in the colors a little bit. So then I go in with some Mod Podge to kind of go over top of the paint was starting to smear on me a little bit, so that's kind of why I did that. And then I'll go in with the baby wipe again and kind of wipe a little bit harder at the letters and trying to get them to stick out a little bit more. And then I go over it with Mod Podge again. And then here's the other ones. Like I said, I kind of skipped ahead. Now I grabbed my white Posca paint pen, and I kind of just went over the border edges that were like, they are kind of sunk in a little bit from when you could see it before I painted it. And that's basically all I'm doing here. Just going along, making those creases kind of stand out more. And then I go in with some sterling silver, and I'm just kind of splotching it in spots. I kind of wanted to make it look like more aged spots in certain areas, so it's kind of where I'm going with it. Like I said, I was kind of going for that stone look. And then I grabbed some of this moss. This stuff I actually got from Walmart, but you can use the Dollar Tree stuff too. I didn't have any of that stuff on hand, so. Added one more spot with the silver, so. But anyway. So here I'm kind of just finding a couple of little spots on the actual gravestones to kind of put some moss in it, like they were moss grown over. I mean, this is just kind of what pleases my eye, guys. You can do how much or more or less than I did, whatever. And then I do paint that the wood block down below off camera. I should have actually been smart and actually did it before I put the moss on there, but of course I don't think of that stuff until after. Here I'm just patching in spots where I think it needs it. It's probably why I didn't think about covering it up, because I didn't know how much of the moss I was actually going to put down there, but I do end up painting it brown. I think it was like burnt umber is what I used, but I do paint that off camera, like I said. And then I grabbed a couple of these little skulls. These skulls are actually the little ones that come off the black glitter bows. I just figured that would be cute if I had one that had a couple of the skulls up on top. And then I got this necklace. It actually came from Dollar General. And I thought about using a couple of the crossbones and stuff, but honestly, I saw the hand, and I'm like, it would be kind of funny to have it like kind of reaching up out of the ground. So I cut off his arm. And then I used the other part of the bone. And then I cut off his skull. I didn't show you guys all this, but it kind of got out of frame. And I wanted to get it close enough to where you guys could see it, so. And I just glue all that down into the moss. And there you guys have it. DIY number 2. So this one, guys, is actually not a Halloween one. The only reason why I threw this in here is because I had a friend that I used to work with. Her sister just passed away, so she asked me if I would make her a cross for her, and I told her I would. And I asked her if it was okay to share it with you guys, and she was totally fine with that. And it just kind of happened here recently. So her funeral is actually today. So but anyway, her sister's favorite color was blue. It was kind of a darker blue, so I painted the cross dark blue. It's not dark blue, but I think it's Ocean by Waverly. But she wanted beloved sister Donna on there, so I printed out on my Cricut and white vinyl. I should have cut more of this out too. So anyway, I lined up beloved sister on the top of the cross there, like you can see. And then with her sister's name, Donna, I kind of just did one letter at a time and lined it up going down the bottom of the cross. The end's kind of stuck together, but I get it. And then I put the string back in it so she can hang it. And I do cover this with Mod Podge, so if it needs to be outside on the grave or whatever she wanted to do with it, it would be okay. This will not be in the final reveal, as you guys can just imagine. I had to give it to her before today, but I just wanted to show you guys because it's something that, you know, it's not in the season or nothing right now, but it's one of those things is if someone, I don't know, I want to show you guys that if someone is wanting a request piece, that I am willing to do it. Granted, it would have to be somewhere local, but I mean, I'm totally okay with helping people out with something like this. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of doing crafts in my mind. I mean, I want to be able to inspire and help people out, so that's kind of the reason why I wanted to show you guys. But anyway, on to DIY number 3. So I grabbed one of these black pumpkins. Now, I haven't really seen a whole lot of these until this year, and I've seen them on almost every single Dollar Tree that I've went into now. So last year was the first time I ever seen these, but I've seen them in my Dollar Tree, and I've seen them in Wadina's Dollar Tree. They're starting to become more popular now, so. But I seen someone else make this, and I'm sorry. I like to give credit where credit is due, and I honestly do not remember who did these. If I can find out, I will definitely mention who it is or put her video down in the description. She made 3 of these, and I just thought they were absolutely the cutest thing, so I wanted to make at least one for myself. But I went a little bit different. She actually used hers for like a party, like you can put like certain items in it for like candy and stuff like that is what I think she kind of went with. But me, I actually wanted to make it look like a witch's cauldron, so that's kind of where I went with it. So I grabbed these rings, and I don't really show this. It kind of got out of frame on me, but I just cut a little slit with my X-Acto knife and kind of just forced the ring in there and then hot glued it down. And then I'm going to have to go over and do my feet again too. My feet kind of fell off, but I do that to both sides with the rings. And then you see me gluing down my feet again. I just put a buttload of hot glue on these to get them to stick. And then I go in and paint the rings black to match the cauldron. And then I go around the edge of the cauldron as well. Or the pumpkin, but I guess it's a cauldron now. This isn't exactly my favorite one. I don't really like exactly how it turned out, but it isn't bad. My favorite probably is the grave sites. So I tried painting this green to kind of give it more of a green tint to it. It didn't really work. Even after I turned it on, I tried. And it just wasn't working. Here I'm going to try again, but it's a lost cause. Eventually I gave up. So then I grabbed some of this polyfill, and I'm just kind of trying to paint it a little bit to give it the green tint. I should have actually painted this a little bit more because there is some spots where you can still see it, but if you guys had any other ideas of what I could have put down here to make it look like there's something in it, please let me know. So then I go over the edges with some hot glue, and I'm putting a heavy coat on there. I want to make it look like it's dripping and gooing all over the place. So that's kind of my intentions here. And while that's drying, I grab some of these little like stones or whatever they are. You can get these from Dollar Tree. I actually got mine from Walmart just because I had them on hand. And I just glued them down. And now I'm going over the glue with the same color paint to make it look like I said, it's bubbling over. Then I add one more kind of on the side of it, but I think that one ended up falling off. I don't have that one on here anymore. It doesn't glue, or doesn't stick real well on some of the styrofoam unless you put a really heavy amount of glue on it. DIY number 4. So this one I didn't really do a whole lot with it. I got these beads for $3 at Dollar General, and I know I can make my own. I have made my own before, but I really liked the color of these. And the only thing I actually changed up was this little tag. Everything else I kind of left the same. But I have some of these little pictures, and this is kind of the thing that I got it in. Sorry, it's so kind of blurry, but I don't remember what store I got them from. It could have been like Joann's, or it might have even been like Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. But there's a bunch of these like old pictures and stuff in there of women and men and children. And this one, it just reminded me of like one of those pictures that you see that are 3D and like the images change. Of course it's not, but it kind of reminded me of that. So I kind of wanted to just make it like that. So I got one of these little frames and I painted it black. After I glued down her, of course, but I just used my glue gun to do that. Or my glue stick, excuse me. After I paint that black, I do kind of lightly just give it a little bit of shimmer, I guess, with the silver stuff that I had from the project before. And then I just glue that down to her. My husband says it's creepy, but he really likes the creepy. And the next one is a little bit more creepy. Number 5. So this is just a Dollar Tree candle. And I have some of these rusty nails, and I just started jabbing them into this candle. I was trying to find a bent one, but I don't really have... I have this one. This is probably the closest bent one that I have. This one's a little bit bigger. So I'm just pushing them in, and they push in really nicely. And then I grabbed another one of these Dollar Tree candles. These are the long, skinny candles that you get. And I just basically just lit it and melted the wax to make it look like the candle was bleeding. Especially around where the nail holes were. Looks spooky. And that is it, guys. Here's the final reveal. It's... yeah. It looks spooky. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. Leave your comments. Give me a thumbs up down there so everybody can see that you've liked my channel and everything. It really helps, guys. All the little likes and subscribes really help. So, subscribe if you haven't already. And Mira Vogue, I hope you're watching. Make sure you comment. Give me your information so you can win those calendars. And that's it, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.